right, welcome. It's a beautiful day. I love it. There's so much going on today. We had a great day yesterday. Oh gosh, who did we have on? John Mulder. Wow, he was phenomenal. So I really enjoyed getting to hear more about the brain because brain is something that's near and dear to my heart, and it's probably near and dear to everybody's heart. But really getting to understand what's going on with that and how we can do better about taking care of our brain. It's really important. So stick with us for more episodes with John. I'm looking forward to that. Also, then in the afternoon, I worked on some other stuff, trying to continue to build the business and work on that, and then we went to the School for the Blind virtually. But today I'm going to be going to the School for the Blind literally for I think this is the fourth time. So yeah, it's been great to work with the students there. And I lead a club which is called the Anime Club. So we help the students with anime in terms of the Japanese culture of anime, in terms of the cartoonists that have created those. So we talk a lot about different names that we have for each other, and they've all made their own name in Japanese. So that's been phenomenal. And then we watch a Japanese and anime movie. So that's been interesting to be able to get to experience it, because I got to be honest with you, anime was not something on my list of things to do, but watching it and seeing what the kids got out of it, it's been interesting. So that's part of what we do. We have some other clubs that we run on Wednesday nights, and there's a steel drumming club, so we're teaching visually impaired kids how to steel drum. So that's been great. And then what else do we have? We have the Girls on the Run, where Girls on the Run is really a club that focuses on not only their mental or their physical health in terms of running, but also their mental health. So that has been great as well. So lots of good stuff coming from the School for the Blind with the after school program. So it continues to teach me and to inspire me to do more with everything I have. So, wow, that's a whole lot to say, but we haven't really talked a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. So what we're going to talk about today is having a vision. So when you have vision, what does it mean? For me, I know what having vision means. Vision means that preferred state, that preferred future. What does it mean to you? If you want to hear more, stay right there. Awesome, and welcome back. This is great. I'm so glad you're here with us today. So when you're listening to this, if you're listening in live fashion, please put in a hashtag live in the comments section. If you're listening on replay, put in a hashtag replay. And in both instances, let us know where you're coming in from, because we'd love to hear about where you are today and every day. So that's really important. Also, remember to put a picture in your timeline of you winking. And when you wink, I want you to be thinking, wow, if this guy, meaning me, knows what makes him unique, and it's not his eye, I wonder what makes me unique. So that's the whole idea behind the winking with Wagner, winking without Wagner, all that. That's really important for us all to get to an understanding of where we are different. What makes us different? What sets us apart? There's got to be something. And once you find what that something is, then you can use that to make someone else's life better. So, yes, winking is important. Now, what else can I tell? Oh, there's also the brianwagner.live link that you can go to, where you go to that site, and there you can sign up for let's call it a newsletter, but actually it's called the vision alignment series. And if you sign up for vision alignment, then you'll be able to be on our newsletter and to hear and read about different things that are going on with us. So that is what we have from that perspective. So thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. Now, on to the subject of what we have today. What we're talking about today is vision alignment and how important it is to know your vision is in alignment with your core beliefs and your core goals, your core values, your core strengths. Some might just say core, but it's really important for us all to understand that it's more than just our core beliefs. So, having said that, I've run into and I had coaching experiences with a couple of different people, a few different people. There are three that I'm thinking of right now. I put up four. Three that I'm thinking of right now, and the one is a couple. And with this couple, we had conversations in regards to what they wanted to do, how they wanted to do it. They really just wanted out of their jobs. They wanted to get rid of the 9-to-5 and to get to a point where they could begin to enjoy entrepreneurship and do something with what they already knew they had. So that point of aligning with their core beliefs, their core strengths. Now, the one was in HR, so she aligned with those core strengths of being in HR, but she also aligned with her core strength of being a woman. So all things that she did had to do with that core strength, those core strengths. So that was great. It took a long, long time, according to them, in order for them to realize their vision. But I think that they're very, very close to realizing their vision. So they have acquired a bed and breakfast. They are now busy doing all things in regards to, they have other jobs as well. But that bed and breakfast has allowed them to be able to serve their passion of reaching out to other folks in regards to their spirituality and things like that. So it's just been a great mechanism for them to be able to use going forward. So I can't tell you how happy and proud I am of them that they've been able to do that. So it's really, really interesting to see how that all worked out. In a matter of time, it did take time, but it did work out. The other person that I wanted to talk about that is impertinent to our conversation is a gentleman that was in IT. And he'd been in information technology for a long, long time. He had been more technical, and he had been with this one company for quite a while. But he started to long for something else. He started to look at other opportunities where he could grow. And there was no growth for him at this company. So he said, I'm not sure what to do. And this was one of my clients as well. I'm not sure what to do. Well, I said, so let's look at this and think about where you would be if you were 5 years down the road were to look back. Would you say that this is a good choice to go forward with this other company or to stay with the company you're at? And he thought about that for a long time, and a few weeks. And he came back and he's like, that is the best advice I've ever gotten. Because I now understand that I do need to look at something else. I do need to go out and continue to find where my best, my core strengths and my core beliefs, again, are being best utilized. And they're not in the current position. They're not going to be with the current company. So he went forward with what he went forward with what he proposed as the best solution for him to go forward with. Again, a great success story for us to be able to understand how important it is for our core beliefs, our core values to be aligned with our core vision. So, another gentleman that had contacted me is an old customer of mine. Back from my days at IBM, and he talked to me about what it is that he was thinking of doing. he was thinking of retiring, and he wanted to make sure that he understood all that was out there and the different roles that would be needed for him to play, plus the other roles of different individuals that he would need to have on his team. Now, where exactly he was going with this, I wasn't quite sure, but he knew exactly. He was very clear and very concise on his vision. And once he knew his vision, he knew that his vision aligned with his core beliefs. And it was all very simple for him. He was much more detail oriented, much more thought process oriented. He had a great plan in front of him, and he just executed that plan. So that there's another instance of where his core beliefs, his core values aligned with his vision. I can't tell how important it is for us all to understand how our core values need to be aligned with our vision. So for me, yes, my core value is aligned with my vision. So I help people to embrace their own personal blindness to achieve a greater vision for their life. That's what I do. But I have a bigger vision than that. And the bigger vision than that really goes in depth. It goes in detail with where am I at? I'm standing on a stage. Or what am I doing? I'm speaking to a group of people. And who's around me? My wife, my kids, my mom. You know, how do I see myself in that moment? What is it? What is that taste in my mouth? What do I smell? I smell hope, love, inspiration, all those things. So that vision of knowing what it is you're supposed to be doing is one thing, but to have a vision where you begin to lay out a whole scene, like it's like a movie, where you begin to lay out exactly what's going on and how you are in that moment. This vision is maybe 3 years in the future, but understanding it that moment of what is going on and what is happening, not only in you, but also in the people that you're serving. That knowledge changes everything when you get to a point where you understand that moment. You get to live in that moment. It's right, like I said, it's like writing out a movie. And that is what I've been working on here lately, is this movie script. For example, it's not for example, but the words I want to say, I'm losing the words. If somebody has the word, please put it in there. But I want to make sure that that movie is a picture, if you will, a snapshot in time of where I'm going to be in 3 years. And I go into full detail, talk about health, talk about relationships, talk about my career, talk about all those things in order to be able to understand that this is who I perceive myself to be in 3 years. And doing that, and by the way, I'm doing that with a coach that has encouraged me to see my vision and to say my vision daily, twice daily. So if I can do that, I'll be able to live my vision. And as you like anything, if you think about buying a car, then every time you look around, there's another car on the road. Well, if you think about your vision, if you think about where you want to be in 3 years, then every time you look around, everything will look like your vision. It's not a mystery. It's simple fact. So that's why working with this coach has been so helpful. And I think everybody should work with a coach. I mean, I work with coaches from a speaking perspective, but I also have reached out to coaches to help me from a internal perspective, as well as business. So that has been one of the best things about the coach, because not only does he work internally and on the physical side of the business, but he works up here. He works with mindset. And that has helped me more than I think anything could have helped me, just with that general mindset. Now, going forward, I'll need to be reminded of that mindset. I'll need to continue to stay focused on that mindset. But if you're ever in a spot where you think, I should probably talk to somebody about this, right? I'm trying to get this done, but it's not working. I'm trying to get a promotion, but I can't get it. Maybe I want a different job, but I'm not sure why they're not looking at me. Just take a breath and reach out to somebody. Reach out to a coach, and they will help you with anything you do. Well, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for being here. There's a lot that's going on today. It's going to be great. Like I said, we're going to the School for the Blind this afternoon, but there's a lot of goodness that's coming from all that, and a lot of goodness that's coming from knowing your vision. So if you ever want to know your vision, if you ever want to know what it is that you should be doing and how to do it, let me know and we can talk. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And as always, keep one eye